श्री कृष्णाय नमः। प्रभुनंद कुमारों में स्वामिनी वृषभानुजा, कृतार्थो हम कृतार्थो हम कृतार्थो हम। गोवर्धन धरम वंदे गोवर्धन करम परम, गोवर्धन चरम नित्यम गोवर्धन धराधरम। Three pillars of Pushti. The third pillar, Shri Ji. We began with Shri Mahaprabhuji, then Shri Yamuna ji, and now Shri Ji. The ultimate destination of all. The Sat Chid and Anandatmak Swarupa, the Satchidananda Swarupa, the ultimate reality, the truth. Ved Vyas ji has explained different paths where people walk on and reach their ultimate destination or get enlightened with the truth. One is Gyan Marg, where through knowledge one can have the true information or enlightenment. Second is Karma Marg, where through actions, righteous actions, one can have the enlightenment. And the third is Bhakti Marg, where through pure love for the divine, one can have the enlightenment and true knowledge of self and the divine. Today when we are talking about Shri Ji is not different. Shri Ji is Krishna, or Shri Krishna is Shri Ji. Usually this question arises that Shri Ji is different than Krishna. Shri Krishna and Shri Ji, they are one. So Shri Ji is Shri Krishna himself. Srinath means Radha Ji's beloved. So Mahaprabhu Vallabhadhish, our Guru, he was quite sure that in 21st century we won't be able to give so much time for seva of Radha and Krishna individually. And so he decided to give this name to Shri Thakurji as Srinath Ji, where Shri, which means Radha, Shri Radhika Ji, and Nath means Shri Krishna. They both combined in one form, united in one form, inseparable, undivided. One divine form, a complete form of Bhagavan, as Srinath Ji. The Almighty Srinath Ji is the image of Shri Krishna when he was of 7 years, that Vaishnavas consider the most inspirational. Because in his 7 years of age, he lifted the Mount Govardhan and all the Jeev, all the Vraj Bhakta were able to surrender to him with all knowledge, understanding, love. The Vraj Bhakts, they surrendered to Shri Krishna. And so that age, the 7 years old Shri Krishna is considered very inspirational by the Vaishnavas. Shri Mahaprabhuji mentions in his work Siddhant Muktavali, Parabrahma tu Krishno hi Satchidananda Kampahat. Parabrahma means the ultimate. Para means the ultimate. And Brahma means the creator, destructor, and maintainer, the one who maintains the universe. Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, from whom they come, is Brahma. The Brahman, he is no other than Shri Krishna. There are different avatars where we had a session on Dashavatar. One is Nitya avatar, where we see Bhagavan in form of sages, rishis, gurus, acharya, knowledgeable people who spread awareness among people. They are called the Nitya avatar, who are always present in some form. Then comes Ansha avatar, or the avatar which comes for a particular purpose. For example, Matsya Avatar, or for example, Varaha Avatar, Vaman Avatar. We just celebrated Vaman Jayanti yesterday. You guys are celebrating it today. So, Vaman Avatar, he comes, does his work, and he leaves. That is Ansha Avatar. For a particular purpose, for a particular reason, he comes and he does that and he leaves. That is Ansha Avatar. Then comes the Purna Avatar. Before the Purna Avatar comes the Vishesh Avatar, where Bhagavan immediately comes when the devotee is in trouble, like Narsimha Avatar. He just comes, helps the devotee, saves him, and then leaves. And then the fourth is Purna Avatar, with complete divine energy, with the complete Dharma, with the complete form, with the complete energy and light of divinity within. Bhagavan comes as he is. He doesn't send his energies or he doesn't send his other Devi Devata to do the work, but he himself, with his complete form, comes as an avatar where he does Dharma Sansthapanarthaya Sambhavami Yuge Yuge. To protect the Dharma, to please his devotees, to spread the right knowledge and awareness, Bhagavan, he himself comes. Why we consider Shri Krishna when Shri Vallabhacharya ji has given the seva of Shri Krishna. And the Krishna who lived in Vraj for 11 years and 52 days. Shri Vallabhacharya ji says that to do seva of Krishna of 11 years and 52 days is auspicious because in these years, Bhagavan Shri Krishna has completely surrendered to the devotee. There are two situations, Maryada and Pushti. In the Maryada situation, the Maryada Bhakt tries or takes the action where he tries to please the divine, where he tries to please the Bhagavan. The devotee or the jiva have to run behind Bhagavan in the Maryada situation. But when we talk about Pushti, divine himself runs for the devotee. If you have complete surrender and complete love for Shri Krishna, he will run for you, he will come behind you. You don't need to go and do materialistic things or take certain actions to attain him. If you have true love and complete surrender, he will be there for you. So that is Pushti Swarup of Shri Krishna. And this Swarup or this kind of his nature can be seen when he was in Vraj for 11 years and 52 days. So that is why Shri Vallabhacharya ji considers to do the seva of Shri Krishna of Vraj, the Lord of Vraj. The shlok which we recited, Parabrahma tu Krishna hi Satchidanandakam Brahaj, it means the Lord Shri Krishna is the supreme God and all other gods and goddesses serve the Almighty God Shri Krishna. He is the Parabrahma or Supreme Lord. Bhagavan descended upon earth for his devotees to establish Dharma, destroy evil, uplifting souls, and for the love of his devotees. The main purpose of his coming is to re-establish the right Dharma and to love his devotees and to accept their love. Understanding Srinathji's Swarup. The Swarup of Srinathji inspires many different bhav. Bhav means emotions. It is said that one sees the Lord in one's image, or swa, which means self or own, and roop means the form or image or the beauty itself. So self beauty, or the view of self in your own eyes, who I am, or in what form do I perceive the divinity, which we call as Swaroop. Some see Srinathji as a father, maybe as a friend, protector, king, lord of Vraj, or a boy who takes care of cows, a child who is very playful. Many different emotions can be connected with Sri Krishna. The Swaroop which you have in your heart, the one which you connect with, he takes that Swaroop and pleases your bhav. Bhavo bhavanaya siddha. Aham bhakta paradhinah. There are many different such statements by Bhagavan himself, and he says that I am the one who fulfills the bhav or the emotion of a devotee. The way they want to perceive me, I adjust myself according to that. Aham bhakta paradhinah. I am surrendered to my devotees, to the ones who love me. So these are the statements by Bhagavan himself. Realizing this, Sri Vallabhacharya ji unveiled not just one Swaroop in form of Srinath ji, but also 9 other Nidhi Swaroops, so that Vaishnavas could worship the Swaroop that most accurately matches their bhav in the Almighty. The Swaroop of Srinath ji is central in Pushti Marg. There are 9 different Swaroops, Navnidhi, or also known as Saptanidhi Swaroop. These 9 other Swaroops, which are Shri Navnid Priyaji, Shri Mathuradhish Prabhu, Shri Vitthal Nath ji, Shri Dwarkadhish, Shri Gokul Nath ji, Shri Gokul Chandrama ji, Shri Kalyan Rai ji, Shri Madan Mohan ji, Shri Natwarlal. These other 9 Swaroop, they indicate different bhav, and those different bhavs are the ones with the Jeev connect with Shri Krishna. So every individual has their own emotions and they have their own Swaroop to connect with according to their bhav. Srinath ji is the central figure in Pushti Marg. All the 8 and the 9 Swaroops are form of Srinath ji in one or other way. Srinath ji is the complete, and all the other Swaroops are also the part of the same complete, and so they are the complete as well. Like the Brahma is complete, and the Jeev coming from the Brahma is also complete. The same way, all these Swaroops are just as Srinath ji, but has taken different forms to fulfill the bhav of Jeev. Shri Mahaprabhu ji worshipped the Lord Govardhan Swaroop, the Lord holding Mount Govardhan with his left hand to protect the residents of Braj, the Vrajvasis. There are many bhav that Vaishnavas feel in Srinath ji's Swaroop. First is Adbhut, or mesmerizing, which means a sense of wonder or awe. Second is Dasya, absolute surrender to Master. Madhurya, as a beloved, he becomes our beloved. Shri Krishna becomes our beloved and we become his beloved. So it's vice versa. Then comes the Sakhya, or as a friend. Then comes the Dainya, or humility. First darshan of Srinath ji. The first darshan of Srinath ji was in the form of his raised hand from the Govardhan Parvat. the Mount Govardhan in 1409 AD. Almost 7 decades later, in 1478, on the birth of Srimad Vallabhacharya, he gave his darshan in form of Shri Krishna to the residents of Vraj. He appeared in the form of a child, a 7-year-old Krishna, who had done his Leelas in Vraj 4,500 years ago. He had his right hand on his wrist and left hand upraised, as if he is calling the loved ones and holding them tight in his hand and connecting with them. He was 4 feet, beautiful, dark, with his jet black hair tied up in a knot on his head. He had mash in his eyes and a saffron tilak on the forehead, with a white cloth adorning his lower torso. There was a burst of joy in Brajvasis after having the darshan of Srinathji. They sung Nanda Ghira Nanda Bhayo and many more praises to Bhagavan Shri Krishna. To have him appear again was fulfilling joy in each and every heart of Braj. Lord Shri Krishna is born in Braj again as Srinathji. So knowing that was completely created a different atmosphere for the Brajvasis. They immediately offered milk to Shri Krishna, to Shri Srinathji. The full form of Srinathji appeared on the day of Pratham Milan, the day when Shri Vallabhacharya he reached the Mount Govardhan and appeared in front of Shri Srinathji Shri Krishna. At the age of 14, Srimad Vallabhacharya had the first darshan of Srinathji. The first meeting of Srinathji and Srimad Vallabhacharya, when they hug each other, when divine and devotee meet each other, is called the Pratham Milan. Pratham Milan is considered the most divine union of the devotee and the divine. He was in pure ascetity and he approached Srinathji's Swarup with tears in his eyes. He recited the Madhurashtakam, Adharam Madhuram, Vadanam Madhuram, Nayanam Madhuram, Hasitam Madhuram, Hridayam Madhuram, Gamanam Madhuram, Madhuradipatera Kilam Madhuram, Gunja Madhura, Mala Madhura, Yamuna Madhura, Vishi Madhura, and many more, very descriptively explaining the sweetness of each and every part of that divine, Shri Krishna. Everything about him, not just his looks, but his actions, his nature, what he grants to his devotees, what he eats, what he gives, everything about him is so sweet. And explaining that sweetness through the Madhurashtakam, Vallabhacharya, having tears in his eyes, having this darshan of the divine, of this beauty incarnation, Vallabhacharya sings this Madhurashtakam in praise of Srinathji. This Swarup of Srinathji, raised in the town of Nathadwara, resides in the town of Nathadwara currently. Previously, he resided in Govardhan in Vraj. Because of foreign invasions and attacks on Hindu temples, Srinathji migrated from Vraj to Nathadwara in Rajasthan. In the 17th century, mention in Nathadwara serves as the main seat of Pushti Marg. So there are 7 other seats, and the main seat above them is in the Nathadwara. In Krishnashtray Stotra, Shri Vallabhacharya mentions Papa Saktasya Dinasya Krishna Eva Gatir Mama. He says Krishna Eva Gatir Mama, or Krishna is my ultimate resort or my ultimate destination. It means happy or unhappy, sinful or sinless, poor or wealthy, each and everyone should take refuge in Shri Krishna. You should take the resort and surrender to only Shri Krishna, who is the God of all gods. Krishna eva gatir mama, my ultimate destination, ultimate refuge. After experiencing joy and sadness, happiness and sadness in the material world, now it is time for the jiva, for the devotee, to understand the true nature of this world, understanding what is laukik or materialistic and what is alaukik, divine, and connecting and surrendering to that one ultimate reality, Shri Krishna Bhagavan, and in form of Srinathji. So Srinathji is none other than Shri Krishna himself, the one who is just here for his devotees to love them and to accept their love, and can be only attained through pure love and dedication. This form of Shri Krishna is known as Srinathji. So let us all bow down to Srinathji and ask him to grant us the love. Only he can grant us the love which we can do for him, which we can have for him. And so let us ask him to grant us with that love where we can love him completely and have ourselves in his lotus feet as his devotees, as his das or sevak. Shubham Bhavatu Kalyanamastu.